Morning, and it is day 27 in Algebra 2. Today we are doing our practice final. And I've said it to you guys, but I want to say it for the video in case anybody's watching and is not here. If you are doing any of the other options for the final, if you're doing the portfolio or the lesson, you do not have to fill out this practice final. Instead, you will just show me what you've got so far for that project, and you won't have to do this. But if you are going to take the written final, we're going to start this practice final now. So, on the first page, our first two questions show quadratics, and we are finding the discriminant and stating the number of real solutions. So for these two problems, we are not solving for x, which is why I did not give you tons of space here. So let's write our discriminant formula. What is that again?
D equals B to the second power minus 4 AC.
Yes, B squared minus 4AC. And I do want us to remember what we do to figure out the real solutions here. So I'm going to pull out a sticky note and let's make a little guide. And we have three options. After we find the discriminant, if I get a discriminant that is equal to exactly 0, this is when we would have one real solution. One real solution. Whenever I have a discriminant that is greater than 0 or a positive number, yes, two real solutions. And if I get a discriminant that is less than 0 or it's negative, yes, no real solutions or 0 real solutions. So we will use this to help us once we found our discriminant here. So now looking at number 1, let's start by figuring out our A, our B, and our C. What's our A? A is whatever number is in front of x squared. Yes, there's no number, so the number is 1. So A, I'll write that beside is 1. What's my B? 2. And what's my C? 1. Good. And remember, whenever you are getting your A, B, and C, we use the X to help us figure out which letter it is. Like if it's next to X, it's B. If it's next to X squared, it's A. But we don't include that in our equation. Don't put the X in your formula. Just the number. So I'm going to bring down D equals. And what goes in my first blank?
1.
B squared would be good. 2. B squared. So 2 squared. And then what?
The plus sign.
Plus sign? We're doing just discriminant first. Minus sign. So minus. That's okay. That's okay. Minus what?
4.
4 times
1.
1 times 1. Okay. So 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1. What do we do next?
Times 2 is 4.
Yeah, 2 squared is 4. And then
Minus 4.
minus 4. 4 times 1 times 1 is 4.
Equals 0.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 minus 4 is 0. So what's our discriminant? 0. How many real solutions? 1. Not so bad. Okay, we got number 1 done. So let's look at number 2. Let's identify our A, B, and C. What is my A? 5. My B? Negative 3. And C? 5 again. Good. Okay. So I'm going to write D equals, what goes next?
5 squared.
So,
Negative 3 squared.
good. Negative 3 squared. B comes first. B squared, so negative 3 squared. Then what?
4.
Minus 4.
Times 5.
Good. Times 5 times 5. Okay. Go. So we've got everything plugged in, and what do we do now?
9.
Yeah, negative 3 squared is 9.
Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20.
Uh-huh.
And then negative 20 times 5 is 100.
Perfect. Okay, so negative 4 times 5 times 5, that gives us negative 100. So am I writing plus 100 or minus?
Minus.
Minus 1.
That equals negative 91.
Oh, yes. Negative 91. So how many real solutions?
2.
If it was positive, it would be 2.
If it's 0,
0. This is a negative discriminant. It's less than 0, so there are 0 real solutions. No real solutions. Good. Good. You got a different number?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay,
So
so,
you can keep moving on. I think I just made a mistake.
okay, you sure?
Yeah.
All right. So let's look now at number 3. Put that over to the side. This time we are using the whole quadratic formula. We're solving each of these for all values of x. We will still use the discriminant formula, but once we find our discriminant, we go on to the next step. We plug that into the x equals negative b and all that. So let's start the same way we did the first two. What's our A, B, and C?
A is 1.
A is 1.
B is 3.
B is 3.
D is negative 18.
Good. C is negative 18. So let's find our discriminant. D equals. Write that. You tell me what to plug in.
You write your 3,
Good.
For B.
3 for B squared.
minus 4 times, 1
Mm-hmm.
squared, or no, it's
No.
still 1.
Just one. We only square the B. Good. So we got negative 4 times 1 times
18.
Negative
negative 18. That sign is important.
My bad.
That's okay. We got it now. So I've got everything plugged in. Let's get our discriminant here. What should we do?
9.
Yeah, 3 squared is 9.
Minus 72.
4, 1, and 72. That makes 72. Let's see. I want to double check it. Remember what my number was. So we have negative 4 times 1 times negative 18.
Oh, that's it.
Yes, positive 72. So we're writing plus 72 since we got positive. And what's our one? Yes, our discriminant is 81.
That's what I forgot, that we flipped the, negative into a positive.
Yes.
Last little part.
So let's make a little note of this. If you have 2 negatives at the end of this problem, that's gonna make it turn into a plus. If there's only 1 negative, or if there's 3 negatives, it would be a minus. Because an even number of negatives gives you a plus, an odd number gives you a negative. Okay, so I have my discriminant. I'm going to switch colors for where we go to the quadratic formula. And what is the quadratic formula?
X equals,
Negative.
Negative 3
Yeah, negative b or negative 3 in this case.
plus the negative,
Yep, plus or minus
then the square root symbol, and then 81.
81. Good. So far, discriminant. Then what?
Divided by 2 times 1.
Good. 2 times 1, 2 times a. Okay, now do not split it yet. Don't split it yet. What do I need to do before I split into my two problems?
Find your square root of 81.
Yep, let's find square root of 81. Square root of 81. And that is 9. I got 9. Okay, so our square root of 81 is 9. What else is going to come down here?
Negative 3 plus or minus 9.
Good. Negative 3 plus or minus. That square root of 81 was 9. And 2 times 1 is still 2. Good. Okay, now, where do I go?
Negative 3 plus 9.
Good.
Over 2.
Negative 3 plus 9 over 2. And what's my other one?
Negative 3 minus 9.
Yes.
2.
Minus 9 over 2. Okay. Now, what's negative 3 plus 9?
6.
6. Still over 2. So what's our first x value?
3.
3. Good. Okay, so we've got the first one. Now I need to do the second. Negative 3 minus 9. Negative 12. Still over 2.
Negative 6.
Negative 6. Perfect. So our answer for number 3, remember at the end to put them out together. Your two answers. I'm going to write x equals negative 6, comma 3, and circle it. The other way that you could write these is with brackets. Negative 6, 3. Either way is just fine. Do not put them in parentheses. That would be a coordinate. These are x values, not x and y. So number 3 is done.
Do we have the option to take the final tomorrow?
Yes, yes. If we finish in time, you could even take it today or get started today.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody still need to write number 3, or are we ready for 4? Okay, let's start number 4 then. What is my ABC?
A is 3. B is 11. C is 10.
Good. 3, 11, 10. I've got my ABC. What should I find next?
A equals 11 squared minus 4 times 3 times 10.
Perfect. Discriminant. D equals B squared, so 11 squared, minus 4 times A is 3 times C is 10. Thing is plugged in. Now what?
121
The 11 squared is 121.
minus 120.
Yes, minus 120. So what is our discriminant? 1. Good. 1. That's our discriminant. Okay, going on to the next step. Now that I have my discriminant, let's solve for x. X equals. What do I write?
Negative 11 squared.
Negative 11. Do I need to square it?
No.
No, just during the discriminant we square. Now we're just doing negative b, then what?
Plus or minus.
Plus or minus.
Square root of 1
Square root of 1
over 2 times 3.
over 2 times a or 2 times 3. Good. Okay. Where do I go from here?
Square root of 1.
Square root of 1 is
1.
1. Nice. I'm going to bring down, this is where I see mistakes most frequently, is you'll write the negative 11, but then right here you'll just write 11. This negative comes down, negative 11. I'll bring down my plus or minus. We said square root of 1 is just 1. All over 2 times 3 is 6. Oh. I've got 3 numbers, nothing else to be simplified. Let's do the split. So my first problem will say what?
Negative 11 plus 1
Mm-hmm.
over 6.
Negative 11 plus 1 over 6.
And then negative 11 minus 1 over 6.
Good. Negative 11 minus 1 over 6. Okay. So going back to negative 11 plus 1, what is that?
Negative 10 over 6.
Negative 10 over 6.
And that gives you 1.6 repeated.
1.6 repeating. Is that positive or negative?
Negative.
Good. Negative 1.6 eating. And now I have negative 11 minus 1.
Negative 12.
Good. Negative 12 over 6 still.
Negative 2.
And that is negative 2. Good. Good, good, good. So I'm going to pull those numbers out and write them together as my answers. Well, negative 2, comma,
I was
negative.
about to ask that. That was my first.
Yeah, if you're going the same way I did for the other one where we put the smaller one first, we can do it that way. Although I will not count it wrong if you put negative 1.6 before negative 2, because I'm not asking you to graph it.
But
Circle your answers. Or we could do the brackets. Hi, Oscar. Okay. All right, that is our first page. And we're going to flip it. Go to the back side. All right. So, 2 problems on the second page. These are systems of equations. Now, for the first problem, number 5, you are solving by substitution. Now, this one is a little bit tricky because there's not one that already has y equals. So, the first thing we're going to do is rearrange one of the equations to get y equals. So, let's review how to do that. Let's grab the top equation and pull it out to the side. I have negative 3x minus 2y equals 15. And I want here, my goal is to get y all by itself. So, I want to get my negative 3x over there, and I'm also going to want to get that negative 2 gone. What should we do first? You know?
when you write it standard form,
So it's in standard form right now. Right now we have that ax plus by equals c. That's what form this is in. And what I'm trying to do is get it so that I just have y equals something else. I want to move my 3x over and then I want to get that -2 off of my y. So what can I do to move my -3x to the other side? How can I get rid of -3x over here?
3x.
Yeah, we're just going to add 3x. That's exactly right. Add 3x. That cancels it on the left side. We're going to add 3x on the right side as well. So there it cancels. And what's going to come down?
There's -2y
-2y equals.
18x.
Now, if this was 15x plus 3x, it would be 18x. But these are not like terms, are they? So if you can't put them together, what do we do with them?
Would it be 15 plus 30?
Yeah, we're just going to put them right next to each other, side by side. I can't put them together, so we're going to put them next to each other. Down 15 plus 3x. Now, what would I do to get y by itself at this step? Yeah, you would divide by -2. So I'm going to divide by -2. And when I divide one side by -2, I need to divide everything on the other side by -2 as well. So I'm going to divide by -2. Rearranging equations can be a little bit uncomfortable because we're going to get some funky looking answers, but it works. We can do this. So I'm going to cross out my -2's. I'm going to bring down my y equals, and now I need to divide both of these by -2. So what would I get when I do 15 divided by -2?
-7.5.
Good, -7.5. And now I need to do 3x divided by -2.
Oh, you said divide.
Yeah, divide.
Wouldn't x be 1, so it's still 3 times 1 would be 3 anyway.
Yeah, so we've got 3 and we're dividing that by -2.
Get -1.5.
Yes. So -1.5 x. Don't forget your x. And now I have y all by itself. Got y all by itself. So I'm going to circle this and hold on to it. Okay. So this is what we got to do is get y by itself first. Now that I have y by itself, I can use substitution, can't I? I can. So remember yesterday when we did a little review problem on this? We have y equals, and I'm telling you that this -7.5 minus 1.5x, this is also y because it says it's equal to y. So going over here to this equation, the other one, we want to substitute this y value for y. This is my y. So what should I do now? Plug it in. Plug it in. So I'm going to rewrite this second equation, but whenever I do that, don't write y. What are we writing instead of y?
-7.5 minus 1.5.
Yes, -7.5 minus 1.5x. So I'm going to rewrite that second equation, -6x.
Okay, that had me right there. I don't know why I wrote it down like saying y equals, but thinking in my mind x equals and then the two separate coordinates. I don't know why I did that.
What do you mean? What did you write different than I did?
Like, I see how you have y equals -7.5 and then minus 1.5x. But in my mind, when I looked at it, I was thinking x equals, but it was two separate coordinates. like we were doing before we got on this.
Okay. Now we will be doing the x value and the y value. We're gonna solve for both and get a coordinate.
Yeah.
But we can't yet, just
Right.
because we don't have enough information yet. So you're thinking along the right track. We just aren't there yet.
It's just my blooper that I have.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Look
So
good like
I'm gonna bring down negative 6x plus. I'll bring down 4. Do not write y. What will I write again?
Negative 7.5 minus 1.5.
Good. Negative 7.5 minus 1.5x. So I brought down my 4y, and what else do I need to bring down?
Equals 30.
Equals 30. Okay, so we got y by itself. Now we're plugging it in. We just did that. After we plug in that y value, or that negative 7.5 minus 1.5x, what do I need to do from here? Distribute. Good. So 4 times negative 7.5 is
negative 30.
negative 30. And 4 times negative 1.5x is
Negative 6.
negative 6x. Okay. I've done my distribution. What comes down?
Negative 6x.
Mm-hmm.
And equals 30.
Negative 6x. And then we still have our minus 30 minus 6x. I'm going to cross that out since I brought it down. And then, yes, you said equals 30.
Yep.
Perfect. Equals 30. Okay. I brought everything down. Now what? Combine like terms. What like terms do I have?
Negative 6x.
Got negative 6x and another negative 6x. What happens when I put them together?
They cancel out.
No. Negative 6x plus negative 6x. That doesn't cancel. Negative 12x. Now, if they were on opposite sides of the equal sign, they would cancel. But since they're on the same side, drawing that line kind of helps sometimes. We're adding them. And we get negative 12x. Okay, then what comes down?
Negative 30.
Good, negative 30 equals, and then this is 30. Okay, so now I have negative 12x minus 30 equals 30.
Add 30 on both sides.
Good, now we're just solving it. Add 30.
Now both of them cancel.
What'd you say?
I said now both of the 30s cancel.
Well, this is a positive 30 right here. Positive 30 plus 30.
Okay.
If it was negative 30, yes, it would become a 0, basically. It would kind of cancel. But since we have positive 30 plus 30, what does that give me?
60.
60. I'll bring down my equal. What else comes down?
Negative 12x.
Negative 12x. One last step.
Negative 12.
Divide by negative 12.
X equals negative 5.
X equal negative 5.
Okay. So I have a question.
Yes.
So I plugged it into the other problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so now I have negative 6x plus 15 equals 50. After I combined it the like terms from there.
Negative 6x. So you plugged into the top equation?
I did.
Okay, so we can't plug back into the equation that we rearranged because this equation, the y equals right here, is the same equation as the top equation. We just rearranged it. So you can't plug it into itself, or else we're not truly solving the system. We have to use both equations.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I know, it is a little tricky, because
It's been a long
usually,
time since we've done
it has
Yeah.
been a long
When we
time.
did it, I was like, did we learn this?
Right,
Right.
and normally
I
whenever
forgot
we
how to
do a
do it.
system,
Girl.
normally when we do these, we don't have to rearrange one of the equations.
Yeah.
This time we did have to rearrange one. That was the only extra step, and I think that can throw us off sometimes. That can definitely throw us off. Once you've used one equation to rearrange, use the next one after. Don't go back and use the same one.
So do we always use the first one to rearrange?
You could use the second one,
Okay.
but if you use the second one to rearrange, you'll want to plug into the first one.
Okay.
Whichever equation you rearrange, plug into the other one. Mhm. Okay. Any other questions on that?
Do you think we can do another one?
Yes, yes. What do you guys want to do another one of these?
Yes.
Just for safe measure? Okay, before we do another one, let's finish it. We got our X value. We still need Y though. But listen, this is the fast part because we already have Y equals. So what can I do with this X?
Plug it into your negative 1.5.
Plug it in over here. So let's plug it into this X. I have Y equals negative 7.5 minus 1.5 instead of X, negative 5. So we plugged our X in. And now, let's just simplify this. I have negative 7.5 minus 1.5 times negative 5. Should I subtract that 1.5 first, or should I multiply first? Multiply first. Good. Order of operations. So what's negative 1.5 times negative 5?
7.5.
7.5. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. So I'm going to put plus 7.5. What comes down?
Negative 7.
Negative 7.5 comes down.
Equals negative 15.
Y equals comes down. So now I have negative 7.5 plus 7.5.
Oh, 0.
0. Good. Y equals 0. Those are our answers. X is negative 5. Y is 0. We can put them in a coordinate. Which number comes first?
Negative 5.
Good. Negative 5, comma, 0. Done, 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 done. Okay. So let's do another one like that. Let's see. I am going to have us use the one for number 6, the elimination. And we'll do the substitution method with it. Let me just rewrite it, and I'll leave this up while I'm rewriting it. Hang on. Does anybody still need to see this, or can I scoot it up?
You,
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's not about this one.
Sure.
On the next one, can you use any level of elimination?
You can't use level 1 because something's gonna have to be multiplied.
Okay.
This will be like a level 3. We'll talk about that one here in just a second. We'll do that one next. So I am having us do substitution again. So let's practice substitution one more time. And let's solve this system. Same system for number 6. So what should I do first here?
Put the top version by itself.
Yeah, let's rewrite that top equation. 8x minus 3y equals 22. And what am I going to do with this problem? Add x? Is that what you said? 8x?
Yeah.
Okay. You're very close. So we are getting y by itself. We want to move that x over, but this is positive 8x. So, yes, subtract 8x. Good.
So, okay, the first step substitution and elimination is the same exact thing.
So right now,
Or it's changed.
this right here, ignore that it says elimination. We're doing substitution again
Oh,
right now because we wanted to do one more practice problem.
Yeah.
We will do this one with elimination next.
Okay.
We're pretending we're still on substitution here. I'm glad you said that because that would confuse somebody. Okay, so my 8x minus 8x, that cancels. What comes down?
Negative 3y equals 22 minus a.
Yes. It's okay. Negative 3y equals 22 minus 8x. They're not like terms, so we can't combine them. We'll just put them next to each other.
And then you divide negative 3 on both sides.
Good. Divide negative 3 on both sides. And we get y by itself equals, let's divide both of those by negative 3.
22 divided by negative 3 and negative 7.3 repeated.
Perfect. Okay, so negative 7.3. We'll just put 7.3. And then what next?
2.6.
Negative 8 divided by negative 3, you said it's 2.6?
Yeah, then it's a positive, right?
Yeah. The two negatives cancel. So that's what we did. Negative 8x divided by negative 3 is positive 2.6. Repeating. So plus 2.6. And there's an x on there. I'm running out of room. There's supposed to be an x. Let me rewrite that with a little more space. Y equals negative 7.3 plus 2.6x. Those are repeating. Circle that. Keep it to the side. We got y by itself. So I've rearranged my first equation. I got the y all by itself. What do I need to do from here to start the substitution process?
Plug in y.
Plug in y to which equation?
The bottom.
The bottom. Now we go to the next equation. Right. Negative 6x minus 8. Don't put y. What are we writing?
Negative 7.3 plus 2.6x.
Negative 7.3 plus 2.6x. What else comes down?
Equals 22.
Equals, that's the top equation?
4.
Good, equals 4. Good. We're using that bottom equation now. Okay, so I have plugged it in. Now what? Distribute. I have negative 8 times negative 7.3.
58.4.
58 point, you said, say it again?
58.4
Okay, 58.4.
minus 20.6.
58.4. And then negative 8 times 2.6x is, you said, negative 20.8. Is that what you got? Okay. Negative 20.8 what? X. Good. So we're done with that. Yeah, let's bring everything down. We have, what comes down here?
Negative 6 and equals 4.
Negative 6x.
Minus.
Now, this is a positive, so we'll plus 58.4 minus 20.8x equals 4. And now, we combine like terms, can't we? Two terms with x's. What do I do with them?
Combined.
Combine them. How do I do that?
Negative 6x minus 20.8x.
Yeah. And what does that give us?
Negative 26.8x.
Good. Negative 26.8x
Plus 58.4.
plus 58.4. Bring that down. Equals 4. Okay. Now what?
Subtract 58.4 from 4.
Good. Subtract 58.4.
Negative 26.8x.
Equals
Negative 54.4.
good. Negative 54.4. And I know decimals aren't fun to mess with, but we're almost there. We have one last step.
Divide negative 26.8 on both sides.
Yes. Divided by negative 26.8 on both sides. We get x equals what?
2.03.
2.03. Now, we're just gonna put, let's put a 2 there. Let's just say it's 2.
Okay.
Because it's pretty close to 2. X is 2. It was really 2.03. But yeah. X is about 2.
So if you did put 2.03, would you get the same answer?
Let's try. Let's see. 2.03. So the only reason I was thinking let's put 2 is because we had repeating decimals earlier, and that can kind of throw our answer off a little bit.
Okay.
So if, first of all, I won't give you a problem like this for substitution. There will be some decimals, but there shouldn't be repeating decimals. If there are, I will take that into account. And if your answer's a little off, I won't mark you off for that. So I got my x value.
So then you plug in your y equals.
Yeah. So now we plug it into the y equals, which is right over here. We got y equals negative 7.3
Plus 2.6
2.6
times 2.03.
yeah, times 2.03. We're plugging it in now. What do I do from here?
2.6 times 2.03
Mm-hmm.
is 5.28.
Okay, perfect. 5.28 or 278. I'm gonna keep all 3 decimals until the end, I think.
Okay.
And then what?
And negative 7.
Negative 7.3.
Plus 5.7
Good.
equals negative 2.022.
There we go. Y equals, that gives us negative 2.022. Okay. So now we got our x and our y. If we did this with elimination, we would have gotten 2 and negative 2. Those repeating decimals with substitution give us a slightly off answer, and that's okay. I would take that into account. You would not get marked off if you did something like this. This would be just fine. Does seeing the process another time help a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That was
Okay.
a lot.
Good, good. And at the end, once we've gone through the whole practice final, if we want to come back to any part of this and review more, we absolutely can. You guys just, as we go through, maybe circle problems you don't feel confident in, and I can give you some practice when we're done. Okay. Anybody still need to see this, or can I move it?
I'm sure it's.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro, like,
But you know what? We did it. We made it through.
It's not hard, it's a lot of steps.
It is a lot of steps. The systems of equations are usually everyone's least favorite part. They just take so long. They take so long. Okay, so let's put that to the side. And now let's do the method that most people prefer, elimination. This is the one where we add the equations together to get one of our variables to cancel. But as it stands, 8x and negative 6x, when I add those don't cancel. Negative 3y and negative 8y, those don't cancel. So do you guys remember what we would do with our equations? Yes, Amber?
I remember.
Tell me, what do we do?
You're gonna multiply,
Mm-hmm.
but you're gonna turn the -6 into a +6.
Yep. So what am I
And you're gonna
multiplying
put
by
it,
6?
you're gonna multiply this +6 by 8x.
Yeah.
And then
So-
put the 8x, or put the 8 next to the -6.
Yes. So we're looking at the numbers at the beginning of the equations. If I do 6 times 8x, I'll get 48x. If I do 8 times negative 6x, I get negative 48x. Those two will cancel. That's what we want. We want the same number, opposite signs. So we're multiplying by the opposite equations numbers, right? So let's do that. Now, distribute that 6 to every term. Don't forget to multiply by the answer as well, that 22. So 6 times 8x is
46.
Or 48.
48x. 6 times negative 3y,
-18.
negative 18y. 6 times 22,
132.
132.
So if you have two negatives,
Mm-hmm.
we had that on the test once, and it confused me. What
Yeah.
do you do?
If I had negative 8x and negative 6x, I would need to multiply one of my equations by a negative. It wouldn't matter which.
Okay.
We just would want to get it so that we have one positive and one negative.
Okay.
Same thing if you had two positives. You would want to make one of them negative so that they cancel when you add them.
And you said it doesn't matter which one?
Doesn't matter which one. Yep. Okay. Now, I have my 8 that I want to distribute into negative 6x, negative 8y, and positive 4. So, what is 8 times negative 6?
-48.
Negative 48x. 8 times negative 8?
-64.
Yeah. Negative 64y equals 8 times 4,
32.
32. Okay, so now we can eliminate. Y'all remember what we do here?
Cancel.
Yes, my 48s cancel my x's.
And then you get -18y.
Mm-hmm.
I combined like terms after that.
Combine like terms. What you mean?
I added the -18 plus the -64.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. That's
Okay.
perfect. Perfect.
You
So-
set me off when you was like, what do you mean?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure that you meant the right thing when you said combine like terms. That's correct. So we're adding everything. The reason that these cancel is because 48x plus negative 48x is 0. Now, let's add negative 18y plus negative 64y. And I got negative 82. That what y'all are getting?
Yeah.
Okay, so negative 82y equals, now let's add the last two. What do we get?
164.
164.
You divided by -82.
Divide by -82.
Right, -82.
And y equals -2. And look at that. Whenever we did the substitution method with the same equations, we got about the same answer.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, isn't this much better?
Yeah, can you just turn the whole final into that?
So whenever you do these, as much as I would love to see you do both methods, I'm not going to get mad at you if you use elimination for number 5. Okay? Just going to tell you that right now. If you decide you want to use elimination for the last problem that we just did, the substitution one,
You can do it for that too.
you can do it for that.
Oh, yay.
So if you're more confident with elimination, just do that for both of them. That's
We'll
okay.
try.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go back to that one if you want and see what we get. So I got y equals -2, but I haven't solved the whole system. I need my x as well. How do I do that?
You plug it into either or equation.
Yes, elimination is nice because I have already used both equations. So now it doesn't matter which one I plug it into. I can do either one. Which one do we want to use?
The top one.
Yeah, let's do the top one. So 8x minus 3 instead of y. What are we doing?
Then plug it in -2.
Good. Multiply by -2. And that's going to equal 22. Okay, so it's plugged in. Now what?
You distribute first.
-3 times -2 is +6.
You bring everything down.
Bring everything down. 8x plus 6 is 22.
You gotta subtract 6 on both sides.
Subtract 6 on both sides.
Bring down your 8x.
Bring down 8x equals
16.
good, 16.
Divide by 8.
Divide by 8 and
X
x
equals
is 2, which is what we got when we did substitution. Very, very good. So don't forget your coordinates.
So does the top one have coordinate? Is it the one we did this is that a coordinate too?
Yes, we got -50 for that top one.
Cool.
And then what would my coordinate be for this one?
-2.
2, -2. X comes first. Don't forget X and then Y.
Hold on.
Yeah. Getting all mixed up over there.
It really is.
Oh, sorry.
It's not your fault.
Okay. If this page has been giving you some trouble, maybe circle these problems at the end of this practice final. Tell me, I'll give you practice. I'll give you some more. We can run through more if you want. Any questions on this page? Are we ready for the next?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to page 3. And now we have absolute value. This is from Unit 3. We just did this. So on this page, number 7, do not forget to answer this question. It says, remember, absolute value is always positive. Good. That's a free point. Don't miss that question. That would be silly. Positive. If you're worried you might forget that one on the final, maybe like circle that 7 and put a big star. Don't forget to answer that. Positive. It's a free point. Okay. So for numbers 8 and 9, I have given you 2 expressions, absolute value expressions. And I've given you a value for X, a value for Y, and a value for Z. You're going to plug those in, and then we're going to simplify the expression. So, Aubrey, this might help you on your quiz a little. We're doing it. I hope is it the same problem? Is it?
I'm already done with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already done with that.
Okay. So, for number 8, let's look at the X value that we have been given. And it looks like we're not using the Y for this one. We've got X and Z. So whenever I plug those in, I like to write the numbers right on top of them before I even do it, just to keep myself careful. So I have 4 outside of the absolute value of X. What is X?
-5.
-5. -2, close the absolute value, plus the absolute value of Z, which is
-4.
-4. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this, but instead of the X and Z, I'm going to write -5 and -4. So, 4, absolute value bar, -5 minus 2, absolute value bar, plus, there's the absolute value bars again, -4, absolute value bar. Now that I only have numbers, no variables, what do I need to do first?
Your absolute value of -5.
Yes, let's look at what's inside the absolute values. I have -5 minus 2, which is
-7.
-7. Okay,
On that part, you don't bring down the absolute value bars after you figure out what the absolute value is.
once you know the absolute value, you can get rid of the bars. Should I bring the bars down at this step though?
That's what I was wondering.
Yes. So I haven't found the absolute value yet. I just found -5 minus 2 is -7. So I'm going to keep my bars until I've actually solved that absolute value. So what comes down?
Your plus sign,
Plus
the
sign.
absolute value of 4.
Okay. So the absolute value of this -4 here, you just said it.
Yeah.
+4. So this one, we can get rid of the bars. Because I know that. What else comes down?
The 4.
The 4 on the outside of absolute value of -7.
But that's just like 4 times 7.
Yeah, it's just like 4 times 7. So what we need to do here is figure out the absolute value of -7, which is, it's just +7. Turn that into parentheses so that 4 comes down next to it. Bring down my +4. And yes, 4 times 7 is 28. Plus 4. You said 32. And still wrote 33. That's okay. It happens. All right, that's number 8. That's number 8. Very good. Very good. Look at number 9. So, somebody guide me through number 9. What do I need to do before anything?
Plug in your Y, Z, and X.
Yeah, plug in my Y, Z, and X. What's Y?
2.
2, Z,
-4,
-4, and X,
-5.
-5. Okay, so I'm gonna bring all this down. 2 minus 3.
Oh my god.
Absolute value, -4, absolute value. Plus. Now we got absolute value, -5 minus 5. Absolute value again. Once our numbers are plugged in like this, what do we need to do now?
Find
Plug it
your
in. We just plugged it in. Sorry, that's okay.
thingamajiggy.
Okay.
Absolute value of -4.
Okay, what's that?
4.
Yes. let's try to get rid of our absolute value bars. So absolute value of -4 is 4. And what else?
So like -5 -5.
Okay, so what is -5 minus 5? Is it
-10.
-10? Ooh, double check your stuff.
I get that, mine, that dish.
I need some stronger coffee or something.
I get it. Okay, so -5, and then I take away 5 more. It's like saying I got -$5 in my bank account, and then I just spent 5 more dollars. I don't suddenly have a zero balance. I owe even more. I got -10. What's the absolute value of -10? Positive 10. So I'm going to bring down plus 10. And what happened with this? We know the absolute value of -4 is 4. I see there's a 3 on the outside, a 2 on the outside. What am I doing?
You're gonna put the 4 in parentheses
Mm-hmm.
and bring down the 2 minus 3.
2 minus 3. And now we need to be careful and think about the order of operations. This is 2 minus 3 times 4 plus 10.
Oh my god.
I know, girl. Me too.
Do 3 times 4 and then break down the 2 minus.
Yes.
So it would be 2 minus 12 plus 10.
So 3 times 4 first is 12. Bring down 2 minus 12 plus 10. Now what?
Now we can just work from left to right.
Work from left to right. What's 2 minus 12 plus 10?
0.
2 minus 12. Is it 0?
Yeah.
It is.
It is. 2 minus 12 plus 10. Yep, it's 0. There we go. That's it. All right, that's number 9. Number 9.
Oh my Jesus.
No. Now, guys, right now it is 10:25 just about. Does anybody need to take a bathroom or drink break, or are we still wanting to just power through? You need a break. How about this? Let's take 5 real quick. Take 5. So if anybody needs to run to the bathroom and get a drink, I'm gonna give you a shorter break today so that we can hopefully get through this quick, and that way you'll get out earlier, have time to work on things.
And I'm doing a patient thingy.
Okay.
So whenever you.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pause this. Let's take about a 5-minute break. We're gonna start back up at 10:30.
You're gonna.
So back from our break, number 10. Now we're solving absolute value equations. So, what is the first thing we've got to do whenever we're solving an absolute value equation? We need to get something by itself. What do I need to get by itself here? Good. Get the x minus 10 by itself. We want to get whatever's in the absolute value. So how did you do that?
I minus 5 on both sides.
Perfect. -5 on both sides. And we'll bring that absolute value of minus 10 down. Equals, and then what do you get on the other side? Two minus 5 is -3. Good. Now that it's by itself, what do I do from here?
Let's do the x minus 10.
X minus 10 is negative 3. Yes. This is where we would split into the
Yeah.
2 equations, one negative and one positive. Now, I gave you kind of a funky example here. Now, I'm going to tell you this is not going to happen on your actual final. But what happens whenever I say the absolute value of something is equal to a negative number? This is a special case. Can I plug anything in for x ever?
You just split it into 2.
Normally we would put it into 2 equations. We only talked about this briefly before. Normally we split it into the 2 equations.
Yeah.
But I have the absolute value of something is equal to a negative number.
Oh.
Will that ever happen? No. Absolute value is always positive. This is a case where we would actually have no solution. That's weird. That one would be no solution. Because if I put in, for example,
That's why we're confused.
I know.
just seen that on the
Like, what if I put 7 in for x?
You
Watch this. What if I put 7 in for x? Absolute value is 7 minus 10. What is 7 minus 10?
Negative 3.
That's negative 3. Absolute value of negative 3. Is that equal to negative 3?
No.
No, it's positive 3. Positive 3 is not negative 3. This one is no solution. Now, I'm telling you this as a hint for when you take your final. This will not happen on your final. You will not get a no solution. Last term, I saw so many people write no solution for number 10 just because the practice final had it. Don't do that. Solve it. Solve it. Actually go and split your problem into the negative answer and the positive answer. We'll do an example on number 11 where that would happen. This one's no solution. So let's look at number 11. I'm going to get my absolute value all by itself. Yeah, let's add 1 on both sides. That gives me 18. Bring down equal, bring down 2, absolute value 4x minus 3.
By 2.
Yeah, divide by 2. Both sides. So my 2, bring down absolute value 4x minus 3 equals what? 9. Okay, so now we split it. I'm going to split it, and remember it's the answer that changes, not the absolute value. That stays the same. So I've got 4x minus 3 equals 9. What's the other one going to be? Good, negative 9. 4x minus 3 is negative 9.
Yeah, add 3 to both sides.
Add 3 on both sides. 4x equals 12.
By 4.
By 4,
X equals 3.
x is 3. Good. Same thing on the other equation. Add 3 to both sides.
Or x equal negative 6.
Yes, negative 6.
Both of them divided by 4.
Good. Divide by 4.
X equals negative 1.5.
X equals negative 1.5. Which one goes first?
Negative 1.5.
Good. Negative 1.5 and 3. Perfect. Okay, we're almost there, guys. We're almost done. That is all of page 3. Whenever you are ready to move to the next page, just give me a thumbs up. Good, Faye's ready. Charles is ready. And ready. Anybody else needs time? Okay, let's go to page 4. This is your last 2 questions. We're going to graph 2 absolute value equations, and then the rest are bonus, so they're optional. So we are almost there, guys. We're almost there. So for absolute value equations, I would highly, highly recommend writing down a sticky note with a guide to help you remember all the different things.
Can you use this on your final?
Yes,
Okay.
you sure can. So remember, we have a absolute value x minus h absolute value plus k. Now, I didn't write y equals in front of these because I guess I forgot. But we're still going to graph them the same way. So whenever I'm looking at this, what does my a tell me?
-4.
It is -4. What is that?
This, slope.
Slope. Okay, so for number 12, a -4, my slope is -4 over 1. Okay. Now, my h and my k, what is special about the h?
It's opposite, so it should be positive one.
Positive. H is opposite, so since it's -1, it's really positive 1. H is opposite. So H is 1. And remember, H goes in my vertex as the x value. And what's my k? 5. K stays the same. And it's the y value of my vertex. Okay, so vertex is HK. So I have my vertex, I have my slope, we can make a graph now. If my vertex is 1, 5, where should I go?
Right 1.
Over to the right 1 and up 5. Okay, so that's my vertex, 1, 5.
We go down 4 over.
Yes, remember my slope tells me my rise. How far up or down do I go? Over my run. How far left or right? So I'm going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 1. I'm going to do it again. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 1. We could stop there. We could keep going though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 1. Okay. Now what? Do the same on the other side. Back up to the vertex. I'm going to go down 4 again. Over 1 the other way. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 1 the other way. I've got 3 points I could stop, but if I wanted to keep going, I could. And don't forget, connect the dots. So let me grab a straight edge here. Last thing we've got to do is label our points. Always like to be starting on the left side. A, B, C, D, E, like that. You guys can do it however you want, as long as you label them by actually writing A, B, C, D, E on your graph. And then you fill in your XY chart. So here's what I labeled as point A. What would that point be?
-1, -3.
Good. -1, -3. Point B?
0 or 1.
Yes. 0, 1. Point C. That's my vertex.
1, 5.
1, 5.
And then E is 3, -3.
You forgot D. These 2, 1.
Yes.
Oh,
E,
yeah.
yeah. D and
Okay.
E, you guys are both correct.
Well,
D
I'm on
is
today.
2, 1. And E is 3, -3. Right here. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, we got one problem left, and that is it.
It makes me think, why couldn't I get this in high school?
Well, I think, honestly, I feel like they make us do high school too young sometimes. I don't know. I don't know how teenagers do it. I have much better time teaching adults than kids. Yes. Yes, yes. We're more mature now.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone still need to see any of this before we move to 13? I am happy to wait a second. Or do we got it? Okay. All right. Last one. What's my A?
3.
3. So that's my slope. I'll write that down here. 3 over 1. What is my H?
-2.
-2. It says +2, but remember H is opposite. -2 for H. And K? -5. So what is my vertex?
-2, -1.
Excellent. -2, -5. Okay. Let's graph it. We've got everything we need. On my graph, let's start with the vertex. Where should I go?
To the left, 2, down 5.
Good. Over 2 to the left, we're on -2, and then down to -5. That is my vertex. And using my slope, where do I go to find more points?
Up 3 to the right 1.
Yes, up 3 over 1. So from the vertex up 1, 2, 3 over 1. Again, up 1, 2, 3 over 1. You could keep going or you could stop there. 3 points on each side is enough for me. Down to the vertex again. Now what?
Do the same thing on the opposite side.
Same thing, other way. Good. Up 1, 2, 3 over 1 to the left this time. And one more 1, 2, 3 over 1. That is our last point. Connect our dot. And then name our coordinates. Okay. I'm going to label my coordinates the same way I did for number 12. I like to start left to right. Make this A, B, vertex C, then D, E. And let's put those in our XY chart. We're on page 4, please. What is point A?
-4, 1.
-4, 1. What's B?
2.
-3, -2. Vertex is C.
-2, -5.
Good. D.
-1, -2.
Good. And E.
0, 1.
0, 1. That's it. That's your practice final. Of course, we also have the bonus on the back. There's 3 bonus questions. They are logarithms or exponential equations. Those will just take a second to go through. leave that up for a minute here.
You're good, go ahead.
Okay.
Have a good shift.
Are we ready? Do the bonus real quick and then we're done. Okay, on to the very last three. These are bonus. We're solving each of the equations for x. So,
Well, the bases match, so you can cancel those out.
yes, bases match. Let's cancel them. Now what?
Bring all the exponents down.
Bring the exponents down. I'm going to bring them over so I have a little more room. I'm going to do 5x equals 8x minus 3. Now what?
Subtract 8x.
Yep, combine our like terms. Subtract 8x. Cancels, and we get what?
-3.
Good. Negative 3x equals negative 3.
Divided with 3.
Good. Divide negative 3 and x equals 1. Nice. Nice. So, number 1 is done. Number 2. Do my bases match?
No.
No. Can I make them match?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can. How?
You can replace the 4 with 2 to the power of 2.
Yes, 2 squared is the same as 4. So let's replace that. 2 squared. I'm going to bring down my 2 to the x power equals, now what else needs to come down?
Your x plus 6 in parentheses.
Good. Still bring down your x plus 6. And now my bases match. So, what can I do? I can cancel them. 2's cancel. What comes down?
X equals 2x plus 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
X equals, bringing them over again so I've got space. 2 parentheses x plus 6. And how do I solve that? Distribute first. So 2x plus what?
12.
12. Bring down x equals.
We need to divide both sides by 2.
Divide both sides by 2. If I do that, I'm going to get a 1/2 x on
You
this
can
side.
subtract the 2x.
Yeah. Let's bring our x's on the same side here. So let's subtract 2x. And x minus 2x is good. Negative 1x equals 12. Good. X is going to equal negative 12. We'll divide by negative 1. So x equals negative 12. Nice. Okay, very last one. 6 to the power of x equals 8. Do my bases match?
No.
No. Can I make them match? No. I can't. So I gotta use logs. I gotta use logarithms. So again, on your calculator, in case you forgot, log is right here next to number 7. So if I can't make my bases match, we take the log of both sides. And what would that look like? Yeah, bring down my x in parentheses, log
6 in parentheses
6 in parentheses.
equals log of 8.
Good, equals log of 8 in parentheses.
And then divide log of 6
Yeah.
on both sides.
Divide by the log of 6 on both sides. To get rid of it, that's going to give me x by itself.
You get x equals 1.6.
You guys are so smart. Okay, so again, this is how we type it. log of 8, close your parenthesis, divided by log of 6, close your parenthesis, enter 1.16. So x equals 1.16. That's it. Okay. And guys, it's about 11 o'clock. So if you are wanting to start your final, you have almost an hour to work on it today. So that has been our practice final. What I am going to do is I'm going to run out of here, make copies of the final exam. If you want to wait till tomorrow, you are absolutely free to go. If you want to get started on the final, then stay.
Could we do that one? Number 5.
Number 5, the substitution.
Yeah, I want to try that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Let me grab copies of the final
Okay.
first.
Okay.
And then whenever I get back, yes, I can do that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna end that recording.